Are we gonna do this?
I just want to touch your face.
This is so weird.
Okay.
Go.
Hey guys! My name is Shayna.
And I am Graceman.
And we are the Georges.
Yes, we are.
Before we get started, if you haven't hit the subscribe button or hit the bell icon to get notifications every time we post a video, then you need to do it now.
Really, guys, it's about time now.
It's about time.
Come on.
You've watched like however many videos
You
and you
can do
haven't
it.
subscribed yet?
You can do it. Move your finger.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it.
So today we are going to talk about part 3 of our love story. So if you made it this far, props to you. Our wedding weekend, where do we even start? Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's so many things.
All
so
right.
where do we have to start? Let's start from your journey from America to India in April when you came back the second time.
So my time, I actually flew with my brother from America to India. My parents had went 2 weeks before us because they had to do some planning for the wedding. Which shout out to my parents. They planned our entire wedding. I loved it. It was amazing. So my brother and I flew together and we flew out of New York, and our connecting flight was in Qatar, I believe. And from Qatar, we flew to Kerala, Kochi.
So I remember you sending me that photo on the airline.
Yeah.
But then you told me that you had a new experience, that you got a bump up to a first class.
Oh my gosh, yes. So
What was that?
Well, first, I flew with my wedding dress because I was not checking my wedding dress.
Right.
So I flew with my wedding dress, and I remember with my brother, and so my brother was carrying my wedding dress because it was so big.
Right.
And then I carried our bags, and we walked on. And so the first flight, we were economy, like normal.
Right.
Because, we out here. And so we flew. And then in Qatar, they upgraded me to business class, and I was like, yes, please.
Shayna's business, guys. Shayna is business.
It was awesome, but they didn't give it to my brother.
Oh.
So like literally, I asked them. I was like, "Can my brother come with me?" I'm like with my brother,
What happened?
and they were like, "Nope." And I was like, "Well, peace out, bro." So
Sorry, Chef. I'm sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. Sorry.
So he went and sat in economy, and I went and sat in business class. It was great.
How long was the flight from?
From America to India, it's like a 20-hour flight
Wow.
with the connection. So yeah, it's a long flight, but I'm used to it, honestly. I watch a lot of movies and I sleep, and business class treated me quite right.
Queen.
It was great. And we met like a few of our friends on the layover to India because they were all flying to our wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so then we met like 2 or 3 people. Wow. So actually, one of my friends, Sharon Chichi, was sitting next to me in business class. Like, we met there, and she sat next to me in business class. It was cute. It was fun. So what was it like for you in prep for the wedding?
We went to each and every house in India for a personal invitation, and we drew to each houses, and we invited the whole family
Personally.
So if you don't do that, it's disrespectful.
Yeah. In Indian cultures, if you do not invite your family and friends, like at least your close family and friends, it is a sign of disrespect. Like, you better go to their house and invite them personally and drink that chaya because it is required.
A lot of chaya, guys. A lot of chaya. It was an emotional journey for us because it was the first wedding that we're going to have in our family. And in India, it's a big deal.
Yeah, because your brother got married in America, so
Yes.
not a lot of people could come to his wedding.
No,
so this was like the first wedding that you were gonna have, that you guys were gonna have in India.
The first and the last for the Georges.
So how many people actually came to our wedding?
1,000 people, guys. 1,000 people.
Not even exaggerating, y'all. 1,000. I know, like my big fat Indian wedding. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Why do you call it fat?
Baby, it's a movie reference,
Oh.
you dummy dum dum. My big fat Greek wedding, you
I'm
know?
supposed to know all the movie references, guys. I'm sorry, I'm
My
not
big fat Indian
educated.
wedding.
I'm not educated in culture references.
But I will say that I had a lot of my close family and friends come to our wedding and from America. And that included my friends and family that were not Indian. And so that was actually a really cool part of our wedding, I think. I loved that I got to share this experience with my friends that were not Indian and got to experience like Kerala. So it was beautiful. It was awesome. They had such a great time, and I think it was a chance of a lifetime. So at our rehearsal, we also didn't have time the next day at our wedding to exchange gifts like together. So we ended up exchanging our gifts at a rehearsal. So, what did you get me, babe?
So I covertly planned this, and I've been talking. We've been chatting with Shayna, and I've been writing a lot of poems. So I'm a poet. I try to woo her heart, her heart, and all the poems that I've been writing to her, I made it into a book.
With who? Who helped you?
With Jenny. She planned the whole thing out, and
Jenny's our best friend.
She got all the content, and she made it into a book. A lovely little book. Look at that.
It says, "To my bride on our wedding day." It's so cute. Like, he did the whole book, and it was so nice. And he made, look, you can show the
I
front.
call it Scribbles from a Heart.
It was so cute, and it looks like Graceman and me.
And Jenny put an avatar.
Oh,
Look at that one.
so cute. The contents of the book are only for the eyes of Shayna and Graceman, but he made a whole book of all the poems he wrote to me since the beginning of us getting together. And oh my gosh, I love every second of it, and it's so adorable, and it was great. It was great. And then he also got me this. So he got me a watch and a bracelet
Look at that.
that also matched my ring.
You wore.
Ooh. I wore it on.
You wore that on your wedding day.
Yeah, I wore it.
Yeah. And she gave me what?
It looks like.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, it's so cute. So yeah, those were our wedding gifts. They were really cute. So our wedding day has arrived. Okay, so we'll start with Graceman. Babe, what was the morning of your wedding like?
This is crazy. Okay, you gotta only. I gotta tell it to you because I had to do it all by myself. All right. So the night before was after we came back from the rehearsal. It was pouring. And
yeah, it rained like crazy.
It
the
rained
night
like
before our wedding.
crazy, and I remember that because the car that I was supposed to take to the wedding day to drive up to the wedding place was all covered in mud, and it was there in the parking lot, and I forgot that I had to clean it, and nobody was awake in the morning, and I had to bring in the certain flower bouquet to decorate the car. So I was like,
and your car is white too.
and my car was like silverish, so you could see all the dirt on everything.
And nothing was open.
Nothing was open, and I drove up to the flower shop, and I had to literally ask the guide a bucket of water and some cloth to wipe out all the dirt as I can.
You did this all by yourself?
All by myself, and under the heat of 12 o'clock. And I remember I was on the road and I was cleaning it all by myself on the day of our wedding.
Oh my gosh.
And I had to put the flower on top, and then I came back. And that was the whole thing.
You cleaned your own car on your wedding day to drive it to your wedding.
I cleaned my own car on the wedding day to drive it to the wedding. That's what happened.
All right. So then you got ready.
Then I got ready. I
And
remember
all of your
it
family
was
came.
really hot.
Yeah.
And the issue I had was wearing the shirt, and my neck is a little bit broad. So when I was wearing it, and we had to pin the bow tie, it was really terrible, and I was sweating inside. It was like a furnace in there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was April heat.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really hot in India
Lord.
in April.
I was sweating in there.
So getting ready in the morning was crazy and awesome. I woke up with my girls. We all slept in the same room. And you know that part in the movie of Princess Diaries 2 where Mia Thermopolis wakes up in her bed the morning of her wedding and she goes, I'm getting married today. And she like freaks out. Literally, I have thought about doing that my entire life. Like my entire life, I've dreamed of that moment. And so I had that moment that morning. I woke up, I opened my eyes, and I was like, I'm getting married today. And it was beautiful, okay? Don't judge me. You know you've done it. So I woke up that morning. I did the thing. I had breakfast with my girls, and our wedding was in the evening, so we had some time. And then we got back to the room, and my girls surprised me. And it was beautiful. So I had given my girls a gift of, their robes for their wedding that say bridesmaid on the back and stuff like that. And then my girls actually gifted me this book, and it is a memory book of like all my pictures with Graceland, and then letters from all of my family.
You got ready, so what time did you start getting ready?
We probably started getting ready at like 9:30.
So how many beauticians and how many people to get ready?
We had 4 to 5 people come. I think it was 4 people. And we had 6 bridesmaids, my mom, and then like maybe like 6 extra other people.
I'm lost count.
Yeah, so we had like around 12 to 14 people getting ready. So it was beautiful. We all got ready in one room, and it was great. It was hot that day, but let me tell you, it was so much fun. And like when my dad came in and saw me for the first time, it was so funny.
Wait,
like,
what?
There's
Your
a picture.
dad?
Yes, there's a picture of my dad and my brother and my mom coming in for the first time after I put on my dress and everything.
I don't
and
remember this part.
Yeah, and my mom looks at my dad before she comes in and goes, you have to act excited. You have to make sure you are excited to see her and all this stuff. And so he comes in and he's just like he doesn't know what to say. He just wants to make sure he keeps smiling for the cameras in the room. And he's just like, and then my brother is just like, you look great. You look really good. It was so funny.
Was he wearing a hanger in his mouth?
Literally, it looked like it. It was so weird. It was so weird, but it was so much fun. We took so many pictures with my cousins, my family, my friends, my bridesmaids. It was great. It was great. But what was it like for you guys taking pictures at your house?
So we had a lot of families and friends coming all over from different parts of India, and it took about an hour to get them ready because everybody had their own time schedule and all that stuff. And man, by the time everybody came out, it was all, you could see the photo right there that I can show you right next to the car. Everybody's there at the one line.
Yeah.
And I'm right there in the center.
It was cool.
It was cool.
it was so much fun, and we had a great time with our family and friends. So our wedding was fantastic. One of the fun things that we did do after our wedding was we took a houseboat cruise with our family and friends that came from America, and some of your family and friends after our wedding.
Ooh, look at those houseboats. Look at the pictures, guys. Those I still miss those. The food over there, the scenery, the scenic view. It was so beautiful.
We played games. We hung out. All right, Ma, come on, Ma, come on, Ma. All right, sister, hold yeah, babe. Get it, babe.
So good.
It was the first time that our families really got together and hung out together, and just like no pressure. The wedding was done. It was the first time that I really saw my dad just like glowing with joy and happiness, and Papa happy and joyous, especially with like Godwin there and you and me, and it was just beautiful. It was such a fun time, and I think the biggest thing for us was that the whole weekend was just, we were surrounded by friends and family. The last thing that we did was also, after you get married, the bride goes with her groom to his house. And the first time you walk into your family's house, you have to walk in with your
right
foot first.
Both the right foot.
Yeah. You have to go with your right foot first, and then you have to be given tea by your in-laws.
No. So you have to give in milk.
Oh,
to boil milk. The milk has to boil so much that it has to overflow. And then you give a taste of milk to both the groom and the bride.
So my parents came with me to drop us off after the houseboat. And let me tell you, it was so emotional. And they came and they were like, I was going to see them in like 3 days. Like I was going back to America. But it was like such a weird emotional experience. It was like really it was a significant time for my parents to just be like, you're officially, married off.
Right.
And it was beautiful, but also like kind of like an emotional moment for my parents and I, and they hugged me and they said, we love you, Mole. And then they left. And it was like so weird. Like they left and I had to let them go. It was so weird. Out of everything that happened, what was your favorite moment of our wedding?
I like the part where we sang the song, that's the top one. And then I love the entrance where they throw the cannon
into our reception.
I did not expect that.
Yeah.
And the third one, I love the tunnel. I love that.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
I would say my favorite thing was the houseboat.
The houseboat.
Spending time with our closest family and friends on a houseboat was amazing. And then also, I would say definitely walking into our reception was like so much fun. And then honestly, us like walking down the aisle seeing you for the first time was so beautiful.
Most definitely.
So beautiful.
And I cried a little bit.
Just shed a little tear. But we know, we say all of this not only to share with you our experiences of our wedding, but to know that through God, anything is possible. And although our wedding story and our love story is so unusual and so weird, we wouldn't take away any part of it. And we know that every step of the way, God is with us through and through. We love our family and we thank them for the sacrifices they made to make our wedding a possibility, and we could not have done it without them. So
we can never do this without them. We can never do this.
None of it. So We hope you enjoyed this and stay tuned for more of Shane and Graceman.